So, Brian, have you heard about the UK man who accidentally stabbed himself?
No, I didn't hear about that.
Okay, so this is practically what happened. The story revolves around a 58-year-old man living in the UK. He accidentally stabbed himself by trying to separate hamburger patties.
Are you serious?
Yep, reportedly he tried to separate the patties with a knife, and the knife slipped, and he ended up stabbing himself.
Ooh,
And here's the bad part: he was not found until days later.
really?
Yes. So allegedly, the man was a very private person, so he mostly kept to himself. But after a while of him not showing up anywhere, they did a wellness check on him, and they found him dead on the floor.
That's very unfortunate.
Yes.
My condolences to that man. I couldn't imagine him dying in a manner like that, but I have to say this. This is why you always cut away from yourself. Or you let things, thaw.
Or use your hands, brute force it. Sure, you might have like a dilapidated patty, but still, it's still a patty.
Yeah.
Like, there's microwaves for a reason. Like, you can throw it in there and just like let it defrost. And I'm pretty sure since it's the UK, it's not like what we get in the US where we have like 15 of them in a row.
I'm just shocked. There's been so many times, even when I was a child, where my mom would get pre-patty burgers, and we keep them in a deep freezer, and I had to separate them, and I never nixed myself, never cut myself. So I'm just like, how? I'm just trying to imagine, how are you doing this? To achieve the stab yourself, how did you press the knife against you, thinking that the burger was gonna how?
My only logical conclusion to this is he probably had the patties up to his stomach or somewhere around that region. He was trying to cut through the middle of it, but even then, that doesn't seem plausible. But then again, that voids all common sense, though.
I could remember setting the hamburgers kind of upwards, and then I have the knife, a butter knife. It's because I don't want people he playing with sharp knives, and he was like 8. But
I mean, who hasn't? I ran around with knives.
no, never.
Knife, scissors.
Never did that. I would get in so much trouble. But you said it like that. After letting it defrost for a minute, because like I said, they were coming out the deep freezer, not the regular freezer, the deep freezer, it's cold. And you would just gently press it in, and voila. So I'm just in my head, I'm just how did you achieve stabbing yourself? How? I need an explanation, because it's just baffling. Anyone who cooks or deals with frozen foods, they're probably gonna wonder what in the world.
Exactly. Let this be a PSA for everybody. Just if you're cutting something, cut away from yourself.
Yes, they at my job, they say that all the time. When we have to cut out material, they'll say cut away from you, because if you cut it towards you, you're most likely gonna get cut.
And people will still won't listen to that advice, and people will still continue cutting towards them.
Ugh.
That's how majority of workplace accidents happen. Witnessed a lot of them.
Oh my gosh, right. So, Eric, have you heard about the couple who bought